Good day. My name is Biong. I'm 22 years old from Bantayan Island, Cebu. I am a student in Cebu Institute of Technology taking a Bachelor of Science in Information Technology. And this is my Pecha Kucha. Let's walk through it. Let's go. So first about me, I see myself as a tree. Quiet, observant, grounded in my surroundings. Growing up with grandparents, I learned to be caring and always thinking of others. I also value patience, taking my time and never rushing because as they say, patience is virtue and I truly believe in that. So in my technology stack, technology skills that I learned while in college was Java, C, Python, JavaScript and TypeScript. I mostly learned JavaScript in backend since that was where I first exposed to. I used JavaScript in front end and TypeScript in our back end in one of our projects, and lastly Python. We created some machine learning using Python by applying learnings on how to create an AI using machine learning and on Python. So the other technology stack was in React JS. We used during our project by creating a front end of our project while we used the Nest.js as for our back end. Spring Boot is just like Nest.js was somewhat the same as it is, but it's more complex since Nest.js has a direct commands and functions other than the Spring Boot. But I started learning Spring Boot before the Nest.js. And in HTML CSS, I mostly use it for designing and positioning stuff in our front end to look neat and well organized. On my experience as a backend, I was a lead backend developer on my recent project, mainly using the MySQL as our database, with using the Nest.js as function to store in the database. I used Postman to test whether the functions that I made from the backend works and also store the database with no errors and bugs. It was a quite good practice using the Postman before executing. While the front end is the face of an application, the back end is the heart of the soul, processing, managing logics, and ensuring everything runs smoothly. Just like what it said, the application doesn't work unless your heart and soul doesn't process data, managing its logics and ensuring where everything runs smoothly as it is. So this is the first project that I made on college called Akazen, where I gained value experience. The app was designed to help students struggling to learn, allowing them to upload documents and converting them into the flashcard easier to understanding. And InvestTrack is one of the deployed projects that we made, and I am particularly proud of as it allowed me to apply most of what I learned as a back-end developer. The app was designed to start up companies and investors, enabling companies to track investments and create funds for their future growth. The backend is a kitchen where data is cooked, seasoned with logic, and serve as API nourish the front end. It's like during the development of my recent project, I did feel like a chef on a restaurant, making food that will satisfy a customer who are the users and delivering it to them through API. Lesson learned and personal growth. I may have not many formal achievements, but I learned valuable lesson throughout my school years. I developed resilience and discipline and strong work etiquette, especially in overcoming challenges in my studies. These experiences have shaped me into who I am today and continue guide me in my professional journey. So, my hobbies include listening music, watching movies and anime, singing, taking photos, and playing video games. While these may not seem extraordinary, they've taught me valuable lessons. I've become more active and talking to others, learning how they speak, and applying real life example from movies I also enjoy taking cool selfies and capturing places I haven't visited before. I've played two sports, some of which I still enjoy today. And billiards is one of my favorite as I grow up with it, and I'm not a pro but I know how to play it. I also play badminton sometimes through I don't though I don't have my own equipment, but it's still fun. I'm interested trying new foods I haven't experienced before. When I visited Abu Dhabi where I was born, I tried some delicious Indian and Arabic dishes. I'm also passionate about traveling, exploring and the world and being exposed to different cultures and cuisines. Meet my family. I may be born in Abu Dhabi, but I was raised in province by my grandparents. Both my parents are working abroad to provide us, but soon after, I will make myself a promise to give the return to them in the future. I enjoy traveling so much that I have applied some things that I need to do when you're traveling. I built some confidence to talk to people at my young age and managed to go through other countries by talking in the airport during the flight. That was quite an experience for me as a first timer. My future goal is like understanding a complex problem and turning them into a simple, efficient solution. It's one of my passions in both back-end development and life. There may be some problems that are really complex, real life, but there's no such thing as impossible. Every problem has its own solution, so it's better to come up with a simple understanding to solve it. As complexity is a problem, simplicity is a solution. Every problem is complex at first, but that by the time you learn from it, it will get easier as it will be. Every pass is a lessons that you need to learn. Every mistake is a things you need to learn by the future, needs to build up strength and fight for it. Those lessons will lead you to the future and not others. I am interested to apply as a developer on your company as I found some good qualities on as my research about the company. I hope this Pecha Kucha I made may find you interesting and wants to know more. I hope this Pecha Kucha that I made may find you well and interested. Feel free to reach out, ask questions and concerns. Thank you and have a good day.